You guys are incredible. Thank you. That was amazing. Thank you all, and thank you very much, and thank you to Rick. I mean, we were just over at the temple. Rick, I have to say, we're in the real estate industry. I know there's a lot of people in here in the hotel business, and I'm not sure if I've ever seen marble work like that. And the Trumps, we really know our marble, and that was incredible. I mean, what a beautiful place, and what a beautiful tour, and what a beautiful community you have, and truly honored to be wearing this right now, and honored to be in your presence, but honored to see that incredible place. I'll never forget it. So thank you very much. It's really incredible. So, well, guys, you know, it's an honor to be here. We have so many friends in the community, and what your community stands for is, I think, everything that our family stands for: family, hard work, faith, love of America, love of country. You know, it's very, very similar, and you know, you are an amazing, amazing community, and one that we love. We actually have a bunch of buildings over in India. I think many of you in here probably know that, and we have so many friends in India, and it is a spectacular country with incredible, incredible people. And to be invited the way we have to this event today, to be toured around the facility and to be here it's truly an honor of our lifetime. And you know, you look at what's happening in the country right now. You look at, you know, what the kind of left stands for. It's so anti-everything that this community stands for, so anti-everything we as a country stand for, and we as a family really stand for. You see this war on law enforcement every single day, right? The greatest men and women in our community. You see this war against them. Let's defund the law enforcement. Let's defund incredible men and women in blue who sacrifice everything for the safety of our communities, the safety of our children. It's, you know, our ability to worship how we see fit. And you see this. Let's defund them. You look at what's happening in Seattle. You look what's happening in Portland each and every day. You look at what's happening in Chicago. I mean, this all-on attack. And you look at this war against religion in this country. I mean, you know, the Democrats, I think, did it better than anybody last week during the, you know, DNC when they took out the word God. They took out the word God in the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States. And, you know, people in this country should feel free to worship, you know, how they like. And they should be parts of amazing communities like this that are peaceful and that add so much back to families and traditional values and children. Guess what? We're not the ones causing these problems. It's not this community that is causing the problem, that much I can tell you, and it's not, you know, other faith-based communities that are, you know, causing the problem. But yet every single day it seems like the radical left, the new radical left, wants full-out assault against, you know, traditional values, against, you know, who we are as people of faith, as religious organizations. And you see that. I mean, the Democratic Party, they've actually just announced that they've become the party of the quote-unquote, the atheist, right? You saw that in their proclamation. And frankly, much of this radical left is intolerant toward other people. In fact, sometimes I say that they're the least tolerant people in the entire world. And you just look at Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is of Indian descent, and she's totally run away from the community. And I think the Indian community, and Rick and I were talking about this a minute ago, the Indian community knows that. And, you know, she's not going around saying that she's of Indian descent. In fact, she's going around saying the exact opposite. And so you look at what this party stands for. You look at what the radical left stands for, the lack of organized religion. You know, they want to go after businesses. They want to increase taxes in ways that have never been thought possible, and you have so many business owners in this room right now. Look at this latest plan to increase taxes by $4 trillion. Think about that, $4 trillion, 82% of people, you know, which is pretty much every taxpayer, right? If, you know, 82% of people, is anybody that actually pays taxes, would have their taxes raised significantly. You know, you see this kind of push for 180 million people off of private health insurance in this country. You see $90 trillion for the Green New Deal. I mean, all things that would absolutely tank the economy. And look at Biden and look at Obama. Look at the economy that they created, right? 0.9% GDP growth. You've got a lot of incredible business people in this room. I think everybody in here could tell you that 0.9% GDP growth isn't exactly something to write home about. In fact, it's stagnation. It's embarrassment. And, you know, I don't know if this guy can spell economy, truly. I mean, he outsourced all of American jobs overseas. We lost all of our industries. He supported NAFTA. NAFTA cost this country 70,000 factories. Think about that number, 70,000 factories. Bill Clinton signed it into law. but he was a supporter of it. They've been a supporter of endless wars. They've done very little for our communities at large. They're totally fine seeing what's happening in Portland and Seattle and all these other places where you have lawlessness. Again, all the while they want to, defund law enforcement. And there's a continuous attack against law enforcement and our constitutional rights and our Second Amendment values and so many other things that we believe in as this country. And so I used to say when my father ran in 2016, why did he run? He was sick and tired of seeing an educational system that was down the tubes. He was sick and tired of seeing military vets disgraced. The VA was doing a terrible job. He was tired of seeing our businesses totally fail and be sent overseas. He ran because the party was truly incompetent. But now when you look at what the left really stands for, when you look at what the new party of the Democrats stands for, the Ilhan Omars, the AOCs, this is an unrecognizable party. It is an unrecognizable party that would do just horrible damage to this country, damage in ways that we can't even fathom, that this community can't fathom, that we can't fathom. And they want to fundamentally change our way of life. They want to fundamentally change our country as we know it. They want to change schooling. I mean, I look at the beautiful girl that's sitting right here, and they're perfectly happy to keep schools totally shut forever. Now they want to keep on paying every teacher, but they want to keep schools closed. They don't want people to learn. All the while, China's laughing at us. I mean, China and the rest of the world is laughing at us, and it's the exact opposite of my father. I mean, my father wants the greatest economy in the world. He wants the strongest military in the world. He wants freedom of religion. He wants freedom of speech. He wants freedom of expression. He wants people to go to work and be able to work great jobs and live the American dream, the reason we're all here, the reason I'm on this stage and you're all in this room today. Those are the things that my father's fighting for every single day. And, then you watch the media, and look what they do every single day. They try and ravage him. I mean, right now he's signing a Middle East peace deal. They haven't been able to bring peace around. In Biden's 47 years, he hasn't been able to create peace in the Middle East. In Obama's years, he hasn't been able to create peace in the Middle East. In fact, the exact opposite. In fact, most of their policies destabilized those regions of the world. Some of the most horrible decisions, foreign policy-wise, was made by these people. And it took a business guy, it took a hotel guy from New York City to come in here and tell them they were all doing it wrong, get world leaders from different religions and different beliefs that lived in different areas, that spoke different languages together, brought them together, realized that there was a larger goal and objective, and look at all the good that can be accomplished. And I truly believe he was sent here to do that. And the job he's done, he's made me so incredibly proud as a son. I mean, he's truly made me incredibly proud as a son. But I have to say, one of the moments he talks about most is that moment down in Houston, Texas with Modi. And I'm not sure who was here. I know Rick was at that event, but was anybody else at that event that day? And I was watching on TV. It's one event that I wish I would have gone to. And that was incredible. Secret Service was not thrilled when he started walking the track in front of, 200,000 people that day. But his relationship with India and our relationship as a family with India, you have some of the nicest, greatest, hardworking people in the world that reside in India. Many of our closest friends. They are loyal to the core. They are peaceful. They have wonderful families. They have a work ethic of which just about everybody else should admire. And we as a family, we truly love you. We truly love you. We love what you represent. You represent the best of America. You represent, the best of this society. And I can tell you, my father will never, ever let you down. I think that's very different than past presidents, to tell you the truth. I think when you see how past presidents have emboldened China, and you see the problems that India's having with China and will likely have with China, in fact, that the whole world will probably have with China at some point. You know the problems with Pakistan better than I ever will. And my father has always been there for your great country, and I promise you, he will always be there for Indian Americans. And And so guys, just in closing, I don't want to go on too long. I want to send my deepest appreciation to you. I want to send my deepest appreciation to Rick, to invite me into your home, to invite me into that beautiful, beautiful temple. I'll never forget that. Again, I know Marble really, really well. That's what we do every single day. We do the greatest lobbies in the world. I've never seen anything quite like that. And you know Marble exponentially better than I ever will, but that was an incredible treat. And everything that place stands for and everything your community stands for is something that should be appreciated, respected, and our family always will. And we love you, and we appreciate you, and God bless all of you. And we're going to have a great victory on November 3rd. I promise you that. And I know... And I know this community is behind us, but we are going to have a great victory, and it's going to be fun to watch a lot of these people in the background cry. Not these guys. These guys are from Georgia. They treat us well, but it'll be great to see a lot of the mainstream media cry when they have another big loss. You know, they continue to double down and they continue to get it wrong. And but guys, God bless all of you. Thank you for having me here, Rick. It's an honor, and I can't wait to see you all again very soon. Thank you very much.